everybody, and welcome back to Wrestling Travels Lockdown Sessions, which I've got to change that name now. I'm so excited to change that name. I think I'm going to go with Unlocked or something, just something totally opposite. But we are very happy to welcome from Impact Wrestling, and we'll talk about it in a minute here, but Matthew Rehwoldt, welcome to our little show here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. I know we've talked off screen about possibly doing an interview, and it was very nice that Impact, it worked out going through Impact. So I had we didn't have to do any back and forth. So what do you think? We'll go from the lockdown sessions to unlocked. Might as well, right?
I mean, yeah, right. That's kind of, it's, or like open door sessions or something that, opening up the word, whatever it is. Yes. Yeah. I like that metaphor, that idea of unlocking, unchained. I don't know. It's good.
Fantastic. So I know I've got a lot of things in a short amount of time because I want to be very respectful of your time to talk about. One of the things I want to talk about before, when I just found out that I got a chance to get you on today, I went on YouTube and Wrestling with Whiskey. I know I talked about it before, but it's man, it's shows like mine that can really make yours look really good. The production value, everything was fantastic. So really enjoying that. Are you able to, now as everything, you're getting busier and busier? Is that something that you're still able to keep up and maintain?
Yeah, no, absolutely. In fact, it's helped a little bit. So I also, as part of the Wrestling with Whiskey kind of brand, it feels so weird to even say that. But yeah, I guess it is. I've been doing this straight shooting podcast where I introduce some of my friends in the wrestling business to different whiskeys and stuff like that. And we talk about that and life and everything. And so now being in the Impact locker room, it's kind of like, and I'm meeting a lot of people for the first time. It's a new swath of people who could come on and have a chat and have a drink and, discuss life and whiskey in the world at large. So it's actually helped a lot. And so, yeah, I love doing that, man. I love creating content and stuff like that is something I really fell in love with during this whole lockdown period. And now can continue to explore that in a whole new level.
Yeah. Cause my worry, or not worry, but my question was, because now I see, now that we've gotten back into the swing of things, I know that I've, keeping track of you on social media. You're wrestling here, you're wrestling there. I saw you in Pennsylvania a couple of weeks ago, and plus you're with Impact. So being busy is much better than what we've had to do the last year and a half, of course, right?
Very, very true. Very true.
So let's talk about Impact Wrestling. How fantastic. I'm a huge advocate of Impact Wrestling and what they've been doing for a very long time. And you've stepped in there, and you're the homecoming king and queen right now. The last at homecoming. Talk to me about that. You being able to team with the Impact Wrestling Women's Champion, no slouch herself, Deonna Purrazzo. How awesome was that? How was that feeling?
Well, I mean, first of all, like trying to live a little bit of like a vicarious, teenage year dream and actually being homecoming king, something that definitely didn't happen to me in high school. I'll tell you that much. But so that's kind of a fun full circle moment. But no, it's truly, when I was first started talking with the folks at Impact about, where I could be incorporated and everything like that. And we had mentioned this homecoming tournament, and Deonna Purrazzo needed a partner. And it was one of those things, and I was just saying this the other night, it's like, initially, I don't think anybody would have necessarily thrown us together. But like the minute you think about it for more than a couple seconds, and then for sure, the second you see it, you're like, oh yeah. Like there's something about, she is this prime athlete, she is the virtuosa. She kind of walks on airs, with her ability and her reign as champion, everything. And the drama king kind of walks on his own airs a little bit with his highfalutin business. But and so when you put it together, it's like it gelled really, really quick. And she's a fantastic performer and a sweetheart of a person. And so it clicked from day one, and from moment one of day one. So I was absolutely honored, and it was a privilege to immediately start working with someone like Deonna.
Now, Impact Wrestling, it seems to me, and I'm outside looking in, but it seems that being with Impact Wrestling and wrestling as a whole right now it seems to be opening up. You feel like I feel like you're in the right place at the right time, and you're able to check in with everybody. You're able to wrestle here. You're wrestling with Impact. You're able to do a lot of. It seems like Impact has opened up a whole lot more opportunities for you, if I'm correct in phrasing that.
No, I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. Everybody, likes to throw out the hashtag Forbidden Door and everything, but for real, it's a thing. All these companies are allowing the opportunity to kind of work together. Put on shows together. What shows like Bound for Glory, which October 23rd, will feature people from all over: NWA, Impact, AEW, New Japan, all kinds of places, right? So just seeing that is like a wrestling fan's dream come true. We always talk about dream matches. Well, now they're becoming reality matches. You know what I mean? And but all that being said too, I love the idea of making like Impact a home base in addition to all that other opportunity. Just because from the minute I walked in that locker room, between old friends that I was seeing again and new people meeting for the first time, there was such a good attitude and good vibe back there that it was one of those like, yeah, okay, this is the place to be. From talent to creative to management and everything like that. I've rarely stepped into an environment that all seem to be running on the same page, so to speak.
And it seems to show as just somebody from the outside watching it. I feel like everybody working together and also taking independent dates, and like iron sharpens iron. So you're able to get a lot of these matchups, not only with established stars, but stars that people never even heard of that are on the independent scene that I think soon will be on television. So it's fantastic. Now, my question is, Impact Wrestling, we're coming up on a 20-year anniversary next June, I believe. But what Impact has that I never had when I was doing it, and you probably didn't have early on, but the Impact Plus app and the Impact Insiders and Impact Ultimate Insiders on YouTube. Tell me what that is like to be able to just pull out your device and go back in history at any time, watch a match. And if so, what are some of the Impact matches that you pull up and like to check out?
I mean, first of all, yeah, that's such a cool thing. And we live in quite a world where everything is literally, I mean, I feel like it's a cliche, but everything literally is at your fingertips. I mean, I remember when I was growing up as a wrestling fan, I had the primary companies on cable, cable television or network television, as it were. But then, I would hear, at least me anyway, like you would hear rumors about places like what's going on in Japan or Mexico or Europe. But you just, I hear about Strong Style, I hear about this, but I can't really see it unless I go to LimeWire and take 3 hours to download a 5-minute clip, right? So that's dating myself. But now, literally, everybody's got services and options to watch everything. So it's so cool. And it makes so much sense, especially like the Impact YouTube channel, the memberships and everything like that. I have one. I got one for myself because I was like, screw it. It's such a good deal too. $1 a month gets you access to our weekly shows. $5 a month gets you access to archives and pay-per-views and stuff like that. It's a really hell of a deal. And YouTube I'm learning this from the content creation side as someone who's done both Twitch, YouTube, all kinds of stuff. YouTube is making a lot of strides in a lot of categories. So I would that's going to become TV if it isn't already. But back to your question, what am I looking up? Man, for me, some of those inspiring OG days of, Impact, when you had those early X Division, matches, you had guys like Samoa Joe who came through there, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, even going before that, back to almost the NWA, TNA kind of days. We had, Jerry Lynn was in there helping establish the X Division, Double J, all kinds, Kurt Angle coming through there as well. Bully Ray reinventing himself on the wrestling scene. So like when you really look at it, like there's this really storied history there. So to get access to all that, I think is a phenomenal deal.
almost more than one can do. I'll go one older than you. Instead of LimeWire, I had to go on this thing called eBay back in the day, and I ordered a VHS of
tapes,
the best of 7 Dynamite Kid and Tiger Mask. And I remember you getting it in, and somebody had edited together, so you're the automatic tracking and trying to watch that. Yeah. But that's the one thing. Even though I don't have a VCR, I would still love to have that beat up tape just in my collection. Just for nostalgia. So yeah, Impact, the Plus app, the Insider, the Ultimate Insider. What a value for fans, and it's like $1 a month here. We're Wrestling Travel out of the UK, so $1 is way less than £1, I believe, if I'm still right. Somebody will correct me, but it's still cheap, and it's the way you can follow. There is no more excuse to go, hey, I can't follow this company because I don't get my cable or my satellite broadcaster doesn't carry that channel. You know what? What I like about Impact Wrestling is, okay, you know what? You had trouble finding us. We're on this way. We'll bring it to you. Now
100% worldwide. You know what I mean? Truly worldwide.
Upcoming next. Now, I know nothing's been announced, but I got to think that September 18th, the Victory Road, that there might be an appearance by the Drama King. Can you give us, without giving anything away, any big plans? Not just maybe September 18th, Victory Road at Impact Wrestling, but what's coming up in the future for you?
I mean, we have television tapings in September. Victory Road is going to be a part of that. All of this, of course, leading to the biggest show of the year, Bound for Glory, is the big thing. You know what? Like, there's a couple things I know that I'm not gonna give away. I keep your eye on Impact every week. I've got a couple of things coming up that I think are going to be pretty cool. You're going to see the Drama King evolve a little bit, hopefully, over these next couple of weeks. And then, like I said, and going forward, hoping to be part of that Bound for Glory show, really kind of see Impact grow and work with more and more talent and stuff like that. So just keep your eyes open and keep your eyes on the Drama King. Let's just put it that way.
Fantastic. Just a couple more questions and I'll let you go. The return of the fans, how much, I know how much that means, but especially when you're the Drama King, to be able to go out and speak to a crowd versus not having a crowd, what a difference does that make?
I mean, ours more than, God, I guess I'll say almost any other business, any other performance art, performing, capacity of any kind, I think rely on that energy. Not just the cheers and the slow claps and all that stuff and the really creative chants, though we love those. But there's an unspoken just energy and vibe of people, whether, again, I don't care if it's, the intimacy of the Impact Zone, a couple hundred people, or if you're in a 10,000 seat arena, there's a vibe of people who are there to watch you do what you do, to interact with you as you do it. And nobody does that better at a higher level than professional wrestling does. And so, yeah, so especially my first appearance in Impact at Homecoming was one of the first tapings and appearances that they had with an audience again. So that was a really special timing for me. I was so happy to be a part of that and to feel that energy once again. It's something irreplaceable.
Last question. We're out of Manchester, England. Of course, Wrestling Travel. We are bringing fans from all over the world to their favorite wrestling events. Of course, business did slow down a little bit like it did for everybody else. But how our UK wrestling fans are a different breed. How forward are you looking forward to, however you would say that sentence? How much are you looking forward to be able to get on a plane and go internationally, especially to the United Kingdom?
That is probably one of the things that I'm the most excited about. During my time in wrestling, I always said this, I love the huge stadium shows and all this stuff, but my favorite things I've ever did were live event international tours, getting to see different people, different culture. I've spent a lot of time in the UK and I love it. You guys have tea in every hotel room, and thank you for that. I'm not a coffee drinker, love tea, grew up on tea. the fact that there's kettle and tea bags in every room is amazing. So that alone will get me to come back. But no, the culture and the English fans, I talked about those chants before. Nobody does I'm going to call it a football/wrestling chant quite like the Brits do. And yeah, so that's one of the first things on my list is as soon as I can, as soon as it's safe and we're able to start doing that more internationally, please. The Drama King wants to come back to the UK very bad.
And I know the UK, I know we were waiting for you, the Drama King. So until then, we're going to enjoy everything we can on the Impact Insiders on YouTube, where you can get that Impact Plus app. And, 19 years of footage should keep us busy until your return to the United Kingdom. So,
absolutely.
Matthew Rehwoldt, thank you very much for joining us here on what will now be called Unlocked or something similar. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Experience Impact Wrestling like never before with instant access to all of your favorite episodes of Impact, Explosion, Greatest Matches, Legend, content from promotions around the world, plus live monthly exclusive premium specials and so much more.
This is spectacular! What a match!
The Impact Wrestling app has you covered with Impact Plus, featuring thousands of hours of on-demand action.
This has escalated quickly!
Stream groundbreaking originals.
We are all artists.
Get more exclusive content and experience a new and improved accessibility control and freedom like never before.
This night's just getting started!
Watch free without a subscription and stream Impact Plus anytime on your favorite device. Download the Impact Wrestling app now and experience Impact like never before.